Good morning, culés. It is time to wake up and Barca. Live Barcelona news coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel. We are getting a late start today. I am back from vacation, still dealing with a little bit of jet lag, so I had to hit that snooze button a few times, but I'm here, folks. Good morning. We are going to be covering a live match preview for Bayern hosting Barcelona in UEFA Champions League, plus since I missed you over the weekend, we're going to do a little rewind. We're going to do the good, the bad, and the Barça for the Barcelona win over Cadiz over the weekend. We'll be talking about that. Bayern Munich, like I said, anything else that comes up conversationally, because I do have to catch up with the Stash Squad. We're going to have a little bit of caffeine. We're going to have some good conversation. That's what we do here on Wake Up and Barca. So welcome to you all. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation with your fellow culés as we catch up on all the news, do a little match preview, get into the Barcelona content for today. What else? That's it. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm going to be a little bit rusty today because we've taken a week off. So let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
Okay, intro is turned off, so that eliminates that mistake at least. Like I said, I'm going to be shaking off some of the dust, shaking out the cobwebs as we get today going. Spent the last week on the West Coast, up in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. Beautiful area. Got to see a good friend of mine get married, so it was wonderful to be there for the exchange of the vows. Love is in the air, of course, but I'm back, my friends. I did get to catch the match versus Cadiz. So let's go ahead and start there, why don't we, with a little match overview. Barcelona, Forcelona, getting the 4-0 win over Cadiz this Saturday. Goals from Frankie de Jong, Lewandowski, of course. It's pretty much a guarantee at this point. Ansu Fati, as well as Ousmane Dembele, piling one on. Now, let me pause for just a moment. As I'm sure you've heard, if you watched the match or if you followed up on social media afterwards, there were two medical incidents during the match that caused a lengthy delay. So first and foremost, wonderful response from everyone running the match, La Liga, both clubs, the referees, the medical staffs on both sides. First and foremost, pausing the match to attend to the medical situation. Well done. Well played. That's priorities in order. At the end of the day, this is football, my friends. All right. So when someone has a medical issue in the stands, it's wonderful that they paused, they took care of it. The players even, Cadiz's goalkeeper, running over a medical kit, throwing it into the stand. So from what I'm seeing, the fan that had a heart issue is recovering in hospital, but doing well. And then also a cameraman fainted during the episode, but that person is also doing well. So before we get back into the good, the bad, the Barca, I just want to say well done to both clubs, the medical staff, everyone in the arena running things there. Well done. Shout out to you for taking care of business. All right. With that out of the way, again, we had goals from Frankie. We had goals from Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, and Ousmane Dembele. As we scroll down and look at some of the stats from the match, 16 shots, 8 on target. I'm loving that. Barcelona's shooting accuracy has been an issue for the past 2-3 years. And so Xavi has put a focus on that. We're improving the shooting accuracy without losing the volume. That's crucial. So 16 shots, 8 on target, 71% possession. You'd expect it against a side like Cadiz. 568 passes, 84% passing accuracy is actually kind of low for Barcelona. I point this out all the time. 89, 90, 91% passing accuracy. That's what Barcelona's used to. That's our goal. That's what we're looking for. 13 fouls. I'm fine with that. 3 yellow cards is kind of a lot for a team like Cadiz. 3 offsides, 6 corners. Again, Xavi implementing a new corner strategy where he has Dembele and Rafinha coming short, taking the ball off of the corner. That way the options open up. You have whoever actually passed it to Dembele or Rafinha short, does a little overlap. Pedri waits at the top of the box. I love it. We'll do a little breakdown of the new corner tactics eventually. We'll get into that. But for right now, it's important just to know Barcelona 4-0 over Cadiz. Barcelona in full effect right now. Barcelona cannot stop scoring. Now, we did have a slow first half. Okay, there's some room for growth, some opportunities there, and that will be discussed, of course, in the good, the bad, and the Barça. We're going to go over what was good about the match, what was bad about the match, what was Barcelona, meaning what represented the badge, what really showed the true DNA of Barcelona. And then, of course, we'll be giving out the mustache man of the match. And once we're done with this, I'll turn to the chat. I'll get your thoughts. I'll say my hellos, my good mornings, and we'll keep the conversation going. But for now, folks, let's turn and let's talk about what was good about the match. Let's begin there, okay? Let's start with Rafinha. Even though he did not get a goal or an assist on this match versus Cadiz, he was providing the pass before the pass. He was drawing 2-3 defenders over towards him to open things up for other players. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing from Rafinha. On top of that, another clean sheet for Ter Stegen. Yes, Cadiz is not an offensive powerhouse or juggernaut or even a threat, but a clean sheet nonetheless. It's these type of matches last season and the season before where we were dropping points, where we'd be up 1-0 and then late in the match, we give up a goal. But this time, reverse it. Clean sheet and we're scoring late. Love to see it. But even with the late goals, let me back up a little bit. Even with the late goals, sometimes the first one is most important. Getting things going, kicking things off the right way, which is why Frankie de Jong gets the good box for this match. He has gone through a summer of transfer sagas, rumors of Man United, Chelsea, Bayern Munich even, asked to get a pay cut, almost shoved out a la Dest. But he stuck around, he fought through, he got 90 minutes of playing time and scored the opening goal in the match. So Frankie de Jong, for those two reasons, gets the good box today, and you love to see it. You really do. Turning now, what was bad about the match? And I'm thankful to say again, not a lot bad. Tactically, got it right. Lineup, got it right. In fact, I should backtrack. Xavi almost got himself a good box just for the way that he's rotating the lineup. So I love that too. But what was bad? One little piece here. One little piece I didn't like. Memphis Depay. And I'm a Memphis fan, okay? So let me be specific about why Memphis is in the bad box. It's not because of effort. It's not because of attitude. It's really about his effectiveness in the number 9 position. I am a huge fan of Memphis Depay out on the left wing where he has a little bit of space to create. He can be a playmaker. He can score. He can pass. Whatever he wants to do out there. When you put him in the number 9 position with his back to goal, he looked out of sorts. Yes, he has experience playing as a center forward, as an attacking midfielder. He does. But I don't believe in this Barcelona setup, that's where we're going to get the best Memphis Depay. Outside of Lewandowski, I'm not sure who our second number 9 is. Like I said, Memphis looked uncomfortable. I don't think Ferran Torres will do any better. Ansu Fati has also been an option in that number 9 right through the middle, but no one's doing it like Lewandowski. Now, of course, that's Lewandowski, okay? So let me take that with a grain of salt, all right? Lewandowski's the exception. I think the fact that we kept Memphis and sold Aubameyang is good for the club financially. However, I think we can all admit Aubameyang probably the better of the two, playing straightforward up the middle there. So we ended up with Memphis. I think he's going to score goals for us. I think he's going to be able to produce on the pitch. I think it's going to be a good decision in the end. However, Memphis playing number 9 against Cadiz with the players around him, the chemistry wasn't there. It wasn't flowing. And you saw, as soon as Dembele and Lewandowski came on, totally different ballgame. So I'm not fully blaming you by any means. Some of this is just the tactics and the situation, but Memphis just not able to produce in that number 9 puts him in the bad box. Shake that off, my friends, okay? Because like I said, there was not a lot bad whatsoever. So let's talk about what was Barça about this match, because there was a lot more good than bad, as I said, all right? Now, this gentleman had to serve a ban from the good, the bad, the Barça last season because of his poor attitude, because of his selfishness. And although I did yell at him in the last good, bad, and Barça that we did for a little bit of selfish play, he has completely redeemed himself in the last few matches, and Dembele has earned himself the Barça box. He is inching his way back up the ladder, and I'm telling you, he's not far from getting a mustache man of the match. He's going to get there eventually, folks, but he keeps getting outshined in one way or another. I digress. Dembele gets the Barça box for his late goal, but also just the effort that he's been putting in, the response to this new contract, even outside of this game, folks. Let me actually pause on the good, the bad, the Barça. Let's jump over and take a look, excuse me, at this clip here from Dembele. This is, can I pause this? Yes, I can. Beautiful. This is Dembele in the Champions League against Plzen. And this right here is an example of Dembele's change in attitude. This never would have occurred 2 years ago, what we're about to see. Let's just watch this here. Dembele on the ball, a little shake and bake. You love to see it. Takes the shot, deflected. Now, in years past, Dembele would have stood there, pouted, threw his arms up, head down, trotted back on defense. But this year, Xavi has lit a fire under Dembele. We are seeing a new attitude. And here he comes back in, sliding in like a demon to win the ball back, gets his head up, and picks out his man. Back post, Lewandowski with the diving header. Look, that was not in the Cadiz match, okay? But I'm using that as an example of the carryover and the change of attitude that we're seeing from Dembele. And I love to see it, and I want to encourage that. So for that reason, representing the badge the right way this time, Dembele gets the Barça box. Turning over then to the mustache man of the match, this should be no surprise. He is racking up the mustache awards this year. Lewandowski gets an assist and a goal. The assist to Ansu Fati was so beautiful. I mean, no one has ever gotten the Barça box and the mustache man of the match before, but Lewandowski, I'm telling you, he was close. Breakaway, one-on-one with the keeper after fighting to hold off the defender, had every right to put the ball in the back of the net himself. And he said, you know what? Even though I did all the work for this, Ansu Fati, you need this more than me. Leaves it for Ansu Fati to just tap it into goal. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love to see it. Love to see it. So Lewandowski gets the mustache man of the match. Dembele gets the Barça box. Memphis, unfortunately, just for me, out of position, playing in the number 9, gets the bad box. Frankie de Jong getting the first goal on the board and 90 minutes against Cadiz gets the good box. And that does it for the good, the bad, and the Barça for Barcelona, for Barcelona, 4-0 over Cadiz. Let me know, my friends, in the comments down below if you're watching this on replay. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What would you change about the good, the bad, the Barça? This is where I'll pause. I'm going to turn to the chat, say my hellos, get your thoughts on what's going on. And before we go any further, everyone watching, live or on replay, could drop a like. Really helps me out. It'll put a smile on my face. I see we got about 45 people watching live. Let's get at least 35 likes. I think that's doable. Hit that thumbs up button. Whether you've been hanging out with us since day one or you're just finding us here on the Undefeated channel, I do appreciate you taking the time to show the support. Hit the like button, gets that algorithm going, gets some new eyes on the channel as we continue to build this community to 10,000 followers. That's the goal for this year. Lofty, but we're going for it. All right, my friends, what do we think? The good, the bad, the Barça. We had De Jong, Memphis, Dembele, and Lewandowski. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What do we think, my friends? And hello to you all. Matinho says, what about Plzen? I didn't want to go too far back. I know I missed a lot this week. We missed Champions League. We missed Cadiz. We missed, what else? All the wake up in Barças in between. So I didn't want to go too far back. But it's good to see you, Matinho. Sem FCT, hello, sir, says Cadiz hasn't even scored a goal this season. Fair enough. And that's why I couldn't in all good faith put Ter Stegen in the good box or Barça or man of the match. I knew he had an easy night, but shout out to him for getting the clean sheet anyway. Coffee says, why didn't you stream the last few games? Coffee, I missed you, buddy. I am so sorry. I was traveling. Friend had a wedding out in Portland. So I was all the way on the other side of the country here. Glad that I got to take the vacation. Wonderful time with my wife. Got to see some friends and family. Beautiful ceremony on the beach. But you know that I missed you. It breaks my heart when I can't be here doing the live streams for the matches, doing the news on Wake Up in Barça. You know that I miss you all very much. I'm thinking about you anytime that I travel and I can't be here for the matches. I got you on my mind. Prashant, how we doing, sir? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Maxime, hello. Says needs to get Ferran out of the club next season. Give him some time. I know this is an echoed message. This is on repeat, basically, but you got to give Ferran Torres some time. The finishing will come. He's creating opportunities. He's opening up space. I like what he's doing on the ball. He's no Rafinha, okay? He's no Dembele, but Ferran Torres has something to say, I'm sure. King Saya, hello. Good morning, sir. Sied, welcome to you as well. Bathu, hello and welcome. Flash, how you doing, sir? I know. I'm sorry. I missed you all very much. Ovi, hello. We got a lot of the regulars here today. What do you all think about this change in time as well? This is not going to be standard by any means. This is just because I had the day off. I got a big chunk of hair stuck in there. Excuse me. Had the day off, and I needed to sleep in because I was still rocking West Coast time. Had a little bit of jet lag, but glad I made it. Glad we're here. Hey, M, what's up, dude? For those of you that are not subscribed yet, EM Barça, I always forget if it's EM or M, but I love you, buddy. EM Barça, go check out his channel. Live reactions, match breakdowns, good content over on his channel. Make sure you check that out when you have the chance. BSDK says, literally, Memphis is pissing me off. Neo Premium says, Memphis out. Wow. Folks, listen. Yes, he got the bad box today, all right? But his time will come. He had one leg out the door. He almost went to Juventus. I think that would have been better for him and the club at the end of the day, but there could come a time, all right? Everybody's fit. Everybody's healthy right now. Everybody's playing well. So it's easy to pick on Memphis. And even though I put him in the bad box, I'm going to encourage everyone just to be patient, just to give it time. Let's focus on the positive as well, all right? Speaking of positive, my friends, we have a match preview to talk about. And we need some positive thoughts, some positive intentions going into this one because Bayern Munich hosting Barcelona is going to be quite the challenge. Now, I know if you're paying attention to Bayern Munich's form, they came out hot. Started out this season with some big wins, scoring 6 over Frankfurt, getting a 2-0 win over Wolfsburg, scored 7 in the German Cup, but then it's been slow after that. Draw against Gladbach. Yes, they beat up Victoria, but whatever. Oh, excuse me, that Bochum match, that was not the German Cup. This match against Victoria was. Excuse me, I digress. So they scored 6 against Frankfurt, 7 against Bochum. Then they hit a skid. Draw against Gladbach. Draw against Union Berlin. Draw against Stuttgart. Now, some of you are sitting there saying, see, Bayern Munich, they lost Lewandowski. They're falling apart. Barcelona are hot right now, so it's going to be an easy win. Slow your roll, my friends. Bayern Munich still have an elite club with Champions League winning experience. So even though we took their best player, brought him over to Barcelona, even though we are undefeated away from home under Xavi, even though Bayern Munich are slipping up a little bit in their domestic league, Champions League is a different animal. So you got to factor in the circumstances, the venue, the occasion. All that plays in, plus form. Yes, form, but it's not just going to be a walk in the park for Barcelona. All right, let's talk about how Barcelona would line up, and then we'll get into match predictions for Bayern Munich hosting Barcelona in Champions League. But again, let's go over how Barcelona might line up for this match, because again, this is going to be a big one for Barcelona. So here we go. Predicted starting 11 for Barcelona taking on Bayern Munich. In the back, of course, we're going to have Ter Stegen, and then playing in front of him, we're going to have Balde getting the start over Alba. It's been Balde getting the choice at left back over Alba this season. That's going to continue. Nothing's going to change for Champions League. Alba got a little bit of playing time against Plzen. Wasn't enough to change anybody's mind. So Balde gets the start at left back. Koundé is going to start at right back. I love that Hector Bellerin got 90 minutes against Cadiz. He did all right. He looked good. But against a powerful Bayern Munich attack, Leroy Sané, Mane, Mueller, we need the best of the best out there. So give me Koundé at right back. Give me Araujo and Garcia at center backs. Some of you right off the bat, I know you're going to be shouting for Christensen. If that happens, I'm not going to be upset about it. However, I think Garcia has been playing with that grit, that tenacity, and it needs to be rewarded. So the back four, Balde, Garcia, Araujo, and Koundé going up against Bayern. In the midfield, again, we got options. Burps. We got options, but I'm going with the trusted three. Xavi's go-to, Pedri, Busquets, De Jong. Frankie, again, has moved on from the transfer saga. He is fully focused on Barcelona football, and he's playing with tenacity. I love the attitude that Frankie is bringing to the pitch right now. I think he has earned that starting role. I think we have not seen enough from Gavi this season to push him out. So Frankie gets the start alongside Pedri. Busquets, of course, playing in that pivot role. We're going to move on from Busquets eventually, but when we're facing Bayern Munich, you got to go with what's best here today, our go-to 11, and that includes Busquets. Front three. Eventually, it will be Ansu Fati, all right? Don't get me wrong. Eventually, when he's 90 minutes match fit. But that's not the case yet. So we're going Dembele, we're going Lewandowski, and we're going Rafinha. This has been our go-to starting 11 so far this season. Xavi has done an amazing job of rotating players, of getting Gavi, Kessié, Christensen, even Ferran Torres getting some time. I'm loving what we're seeing tactically. I'm loving the chemistry coming together. And this lineup right here, I think, gives us the best chance to come away with a win against Bayern Munich. Like I said earlier, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. You can't just look at the recent results and say, oh, that's pretty cut and dry. That's pretty clear. Barcelona are going to get an easy 4-0 victory from Bayern. It's not the case, folks. It's going to be hard fought. We're going to have to grind this one out. Might even have to come from behind. Speaking of scoreline, I'm going to go, oh boy, 2-1 Barcelona. Okay, 2-1 Barcelona. That one hurt me because I was just going back and forth on a lot of different things. I would love to say 4-0 Barcelona. That would be fun, right, to ride that train. But I'm not that optimistic. I'm not that naive, okay? If it happens, fantastic, but it would be a bit of a fluke. 2-1 is more likely. Bayern Munich, a lot of offensive firepower. Even though we've been getting clean sheets and playing so well, particularly away from home, I think they're going to get one in. But I think Barcelona respond well. I think Bayern score first. Barcelona come back and score 2. And I think we get goals from Lewandowski and Araujo coming up big with a match winner late in the game. Maybe off of a set piece, perhaps. 2-1 Barcelona, Lewandowski, Araujo, lock it in. That's what I'm thinking for tomorrow's match. And yes, we will be live for this one. It's going to be Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you convert that for your time zone. We got people watching from all over the world. But we'll be doing the live watch-along for culés from around the world to come together, support the badge, support each other, have some good conversation during the match. I'll be doing the play-by-play, the commentary, so you don't miss any of the action. And you, of course, will be driving the conversation with your fellow culés. So come hang out with us tomorrow. We'll be going live about 15 minutes before kickoff. We'll go over the official lineups. We'll reiterate our predictions. We'll get some positive energy going. And then we'll be live for Bayern Munich hosting Barcelona in 2022 Champions League. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when we're live. You don't miss any of the action, my friends. And again, a little reminder for all of us watching right now, hit that thumbs up. If you like the good, the bad, the Barça match review for Cadiz, if you like the Bayern Munich match preview, show me some love. I really do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. All right, let me turn to the chat, See what you think about this starting 11. What would you change? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Bathieu says Kessié should start. Perhaps. I don't hate that idea, but if you look at how Xavi has been using him, I don't think he's going to get the start in a big match like this. Prashant says, we are going to concede. Hope we score more than we concede. Same, Prashant. I'm in the same boat. I think we're going to give up 1, but I think we can get 2 away from home. Sam says, I think Gavi or Kessié will start over Frankie. I think the only reason Frankie played against Cadiz was to give Gavi a rest. You know what? Looking into it, that might be a fair point. Frankie did play 90 minutes on Saturday. So, yeah, that's a good point, actually, if you're reading into Xavi's strategy there. M says 3-1 Barça. I would love to see it. I would like to see more goals than just a 2-1, but we'll see. Sem says 3-2 for Bayern. Yikes. Bathieu says 3-0 Barça. Love the optimism there. Matinho says Bayern is losing. Neo Premium says 3-1 or 3-2 Bayern because Busquets is starting. Neo, come on, man. You should know better than to doubt Busquets at this point. You really should. I made that mistake last summer. I was saying Busquets is done. We got to move on. Turns out he's still our best pivot midfielder. I have high hopes for Frankie. I have high hopes for Nico when he comes back. Even Kessié. But for right now, today, Busquets is still our number 1 pivot. Good morning, Greg. How we doing? Says, my gut is telling me a 2-2 draw. We'll see. Chris says, I wouldn't be surprised to see 3 at the back as Musiala has been playing in a second striker to Müller or Mane. Xavi likes to play 3 at the back against a front 2. Fair. And what we might see is Balde work his way up this left wing a little bit further, and that'll give the opportunity for Garcia to slide left, for Araujo to shift over, and Koundé becomes more of a center back than a right back. That is definitely a possibility when we see them take on Bayern Munich tomorrow. I'm so excited for this one. I can't believe it's tomorrow. Been on vacation, and a week has just gone by like that. Like that. I'm excited, my friends. Can't wait. Again, make sure you tune back in. And I'm working on a new collaboration with a Bayern Munich supporter. So we just exchanged some messages last night, and today we'll see. There might be a bonus live stream. It might not be on my channel. You got to subscribe, turn on notifications, wait and see if there's any posts, because we might do something later today, all right? Little teaser. I don't want to give you too much information, but might be another collaboration coming out soon, folks. Anyway, Dennis Thorne is here. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. You put a smile on my face. Says, I played 2 in the back in college. It was way too much for me. I hear you, Dennis. That's a lot of effort for 2 defenders. I love you, buddy. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Matinho says 2-3 Barca, Lewandowski, Dembele, and Araujo getting the goals. Thrawn, been a minute. How you doing? Says 2-0 to Barcelona, Pedri and Rafinha getting the goals. Erfan says, gotta say Bayern win 2-1 because of their pace up front. They do have a lot of pace up front, but you know what? We got pace in the back, my friend. I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it at all. Yeah, I'm going 2-1. I'm still going 2-1 Barcelona. I do think Bayern are going to get one, but I say we go 2-1. I think it happens. Flash says 3-1 Barca. Ghost says 4-2 with the Barca win. You Stupid says, I see a draw. It's good to see so many regulars here today. Prince, how we doing? Says, Roberto had a thigh injury, so probably won't play. Womp, womp, womp. Man, I was going to comment on that, but I didn't want to jinx it. How well Barcelona are doing fitness-wise. I mean, look at this. Yes, it was just mentioned in the chat that Roberto might have a tweak and not make it to the squad. But outside of that, at this point last year, we were promoting Barca B players. We were playing defenders as forwards. We were pulling out everybody under the sun just to get a 18-man squad. And now flash forward, and we've got 2, if not 3 players in every position ready to fight for the starting 11. I'm tickled. The summer signings, the medical staff, the training strategy from Xavi, it's all working. It's all coming together. And I'm hoping that we get a tremendous performance against Bayern Munich. Again, that is happening tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune back in for the live watch along. We'll be going live about 15 minutes before kickoff. We'll go over lineups, predictions. We'll get the excitement going. We'll make up for lost times because I did miss you all last week. Missed you a lot. Ron says, in a game like this where there is always going to be spaces, there's 100% goals coming. I hope so. If this match ended up 0-0, I would be incredibly bored. Incredibly bored. All right, folks. That's where we're going to wrap it up. We fit in the good, the bad, and the Barça from the Cadiz match. We fit in a match preview for Bayern Munich. And of course, we caught up with each other, which is sometimes the most important part. It's a crazy world we live in. There is so many reasons for us to have conflict, for us to have arguments. What's important is that despite any differences, doesn't matter where you were born, what you believe in, how you identify, if you love good football and you love good conversation, then this is the community for you. The Undefeated channel is here to support the badge, support each other, good times and bad. This community stands strong. So I'm glad that you found us. If you were just finding us for the first time, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, come hang out with us tomorrow for Bayern Munich versus Barcelona. Visca Barça. I love you all very much. Go out there, do positive things, positive interactions, high fives and hugs for whoever wants them. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.